So today, to our Unit 5 objectives, we're add polynomials to the list and subtract polynomials. So we're adding 2 objectives. Have those 2 written down? Page 44 is where we are in our notebook. Adding and subtracting polynomials. Adding and subtracting polynomials. So to add or subtract polynomials, it's basically something we already know. We're going to combine like terms. To add or subtract polynomials, all you do is combine like terms. What's the definition of a like term? What does a like term mean? What does that mean, like term? How do you know if they're like terms? Sam? And not just the same variable, but exactly the same variable, right? Like x squared. If it's got an exponent with it, the other one has to have the same exponent. So like terms have exactly, not kind of, but exactly the same variable. Polynomials typically are going to be written horizontally. For example, here's an example. Let's just get right in. The first polynomial is 4b to the 5th plus 8b. That's the first polynomial. I put it in parentheses because they belong together. This is a quintic, exponent of 5, binomial. Plus, and the next polynomial is 3b to the 5th plus 6b minus 8. So I have this binomial and this quintic trinomial, and I'm going to combine like terms. Some people like to take them and move them so that they're vertical to each other. They line them up vertically. Other people like to just circle what can go together. So if I'm looking from this polynomial to this polynomial, what can go together? Angelina, what's one grouping? 4b to the 5th, and it's positive, right? 3b to the 5th. 4b to the 5th plus 3b to the 5th is 7b to the 5th. Then what? What's going to go together next, Parker? 8b, positive 8b. And 6b, positive 6b. 8b plus 6b is? So how do I write that? Why plus 14? Because it's positive. Plus 14b. Am I done? No. There's one last term. It doesn't have any like terms. So, Angelina, what do I do with it? Yeah. I take that minus 8 and I just add it to the end, and you're done. Pretty simple, right? Let's do another example.
Why don't you add the exponents?
Because you don't add the exponents because they're not in the same, they're not two exponents in the same term. You're taking the terms and combining them. The variables don't change. If it would have been, you only add the exponents together when you're finding the degree of the term and they're written together. Like this. This 4b to the 5th means b to the 5th, b to the 5th, b to the 5th, b to the 5th. It means there are 4 b to the 5ths plus b to the 5th, b to the 5th, b to the 5th, making a total of 7 b to the 5ths. All right, let's try this example. 5a to the 3rd plus 3a squared minus 6a plus 12a squared. So again, I'll read it. Starting with the first polynomial, 5a to the 3rd plus 3a squared minus 6a plus 12a squared. That's the first polynomial. And the second polynomial is 7a to the 3rd minus 10a. So let's go through, let's find what can go together. Who knows one grouping? Keegan? 5a to the 3rd and 7a to the 3rd. Great. 5a to the 3rd plus 7a to the 3rd. 5 plus 7 is 12a to the 3rd. What can go next? Okay, I heard 3a squared. What else would go with it? Plus 12a squared. 3a squared plus 12a squared is, so how do I write it? Plus 15a squared. Keep going. What can go next? Negative 6a. Negative 10a. Negative 6 minus 10. Negative 16a. Anything else? What? We already put that in there. We're done. Easy? The tricky part is subtraction. Here's the trick. It's when it's a subtract. See how this is an addition problem? This one's a subtraction problem. Here's the trick. It gets us every time because you're clicking along, you're thinking it's easy. Ladies and gentlemen, this minus sign belongs to the x squared and to the negative 4. You must distribute the minus inside. So that minus belongs to the x squared, so it's really negative 1x squared. And that minus gets distributed to the negative 4, so what does that negative 4 really become? This really becomes a plus 4. So now can you do this problem? Yes. What goes together? 3x squared minus 1x squared. What else goes together? Angelina? Perfect. So what should I put first? If I'm putting it in standard form. That negative 2x should go next. Then I go to my 8, and that just minus went over here, so plus 4. 8 plus 4 is, and there's your answer. Easy?